investment, it is the government which has to provide that stimulus.
Right.
And that is where I would disagree from Mr. Chawla, that 7-pay commission, number one, in 10-year period, I mean, when your dearness allowance is, 120% of your basic, that essentially means that, it's time to revise. So, at around the end of 10-year period, the benefits of a pay revision actually wither away because of inflation and cost of living. So, that is one. Second is that all said and done, how much it will be recovered, that can be a matter of calculation, but if there is increased purchasing power, it can generate demand for consumer goods and various other products in the economy. That might provide a price signal to domestic investors, and if they plan well ahead, that can actually spur investment from the private sector as well.
Right.
Third is, the government servants are the most important taxpayers. So, a proportion of that will come back to government in terms of revenue collection, direct tax revenue collection.
Right.
Now, given this, the net effect on fiscal deficit on account of 7th pay commission is a matter of calculation, because if the level of economic activity increases in the economy, then those who are producing and selling to these increased purchasing power hands, those producers also will be paying, taxes, the indirect taxes,
right?
Then they will be earning income and they will also pay taxes on their profits, right? Direct taxes. So, I don't see this in this light. In terms of public spending, I think yes, public spending would be required from the government on infrastructure, on direct benefit transfers. If you see the railway budget itself, the Digital India, Make in India, and Skill India, startups, and social, and that is why I expect that public spending would be directed towards education and health. Because if you don't do that, then you would not be able to harness the demographic dividend.
And the economic survey also hints at that, sir. As you said, that jobs are going to be one of the crucial areas. There has to be a number of jobs that have to be created. Indian economy needs to create enough good, safe, productive, well-paying jobs. This is what the economic survey clearly underlines. But Dr. Das, how about the rural demand aspect? Because there has been, in fact, a lot of talk of creating and generating more demand in the rural sector. How is the government really going to address that?
See, I mean, I don't know what their plans are, but if you see the recent past, again I have a problem in pronunciation, Rurban, the
Rurban
mission, which is very important, because if you can provide basic amenities, the urban facilities in rural areas, not only that the quality of life actually improves in those areas, they will have positive implications for rural urban migration.
Okay.
Now, when the basic amenities improve in rural areas, that is where private investment crowding in starts taking place, because it is those areas where private investment does not go, where you just don't have anything. But the moment the basic amenities are there, there will be more economic activities from the private sector side. Now, that will have a demand for laborers, demand for skills, to actually undertake different jobs.
So that's where all the other programs come into the picture.
Yes, and there will be income generation in the rural areas, and which can actually contribute to rural demand.
Fine. Dr. Pullarao, let's also look at some other aspects, that is to enable the ease of doing business aspect, to ensure that businesses and the corporates also have an easiness of carrying on with their businesses. That's where some of the crucial laws like the bankruptcy law, the arbitration and reconciliation thing, as well as the commercial courts things, some the laws regarding that which have been cleared in the last session too, they come into the picture. Do you think that we are indeed creating a very positive environment for the businesses, or is there something which one can expect the government to do more to ensure that the investment within the country, especially from the private sector, can be boosted?
You see, for quite some time, people in the middle sector and others, they never wanted to expand because they were afraid no industry becomes sick, labor problems, various tax problems and other things. So this ease of doing business is not only geared towards foreign investment, it's more towards domestic investment. People feel more enthusiastic that we can get into business and